If you would have asked me 20 years ago if I wanted to ride a bicycle in Paris, I would have wondered if there's something wrong with your head. I mean, the drivers in Paris are absolutely brutal and have no respect for bicycles. But in 2024, it's a total different story. First, you have dedicated exclusive bike lanes everywhere. How cool is that? In this video, we're going to tell you everything you need to know about riding a bike in Paris. How to rent your own bike, how to book a bike tour. We'll test some old vintage electric bikes and ride around Paris. And in the end of the video, Colin and I are going to race from Place de la Bastille all the way to Gare du Nord. I'm going to rent an electric bike and she's gonna take the metro, and we're gonna see who gets there first. Allez, on y va. Paris has undergone a remarkable transformation in the last few years, and now it's becoming a heaven for bicyclists. There are dedicated bike lanes crisscrossing the city, with safe spaces for people to pedal without the worry of cars. Some roads, like Rue de Rivoli right behind me, are almost entirely dedicated to bicycles. The city has also implemented low emission zones, restricting access for the most polluting vehicles. This not only improves air quality, but also encourages the use of cycling. Now, for visitors who might be familiar with car-centric urban planning, the shift in Paris can be quite inspiring. It demonstrates a commitment to sustainability and a more enjoyable urban experience. Now, one word of caution. Many Parisians use the bike lanes to go to and from work, and it can get a bit hectic during peak hours. And many of them drive very fast, so be super careful when you cross the road. In Paris, I am more concerned with bicycles than I am with cars and trucks when I'm crossing the street. Now, one of our favorite spots to discover the city is on the river banks, and they are car-free, so it's awesome. Let me show you how it looks like.
Let's go down towards Place de la Concorde.
Okay, you want to, I'll lead because I have the GPS, so
Yes, you lead.
follow me. So the cool thing with the bikes is they have a thing that holds your phone with your GPS. Let me show you. See, I have my GPS right there, and it's telling me exactly where to go. So I don't have to be wondering where I'm going. So most of Paris has bike lanes everywhere. There are some spots where they don't have any. And if you're a nervous rider, I probably would avoid it. But overall, the traffic speed is limited to 50 kilometers an hour, which is very slow. It's not bad at all. And right now we're in a bike lane. It's very safe. Sometimes you have pedestrians in the middle of it. And so there's a tunnel from Le Louvre to the Quai de Seine, which is amazing. Check it out. That's Le Louvre, and check out this tunnel. It's the coolest thing. And that used to be for cars, because cars used to be allowed to do that. Actually, it was designed for cars. And now it's exclusive to bicycles. So you got you have skateboarders. Oh, the unicycle. What is this guy? Wow. Oh wow, look at this guy. He's flying. You gonna race me? I'll race you. Look at that. Pont Neuf. And now you're on the Quai de Seine.
Renting a bike in Paris is super easy, and there's two main options. One is Velit, which is affiliated with the city of Paris, and the other option is private companies like Lime, Tier, or Dot. So let me show you how you rent a Velit bike. To find a Velit bike, look for the Velit station with rows of green, classic, and blue electric bikes. They're all over the city. And to get started, well, just go to the kiosk by the bikes and follow the instructions. You can buy a one-day pass or more than 1 day, or a short-term ticket, and you'll get a code to unlock the bike. Or option 2 is the Velit app on your phone. You download the app and create an account and choose your pass. The app helps you find the bikes and unlock them. And it'll tell you where the stations are to return the bike, so you know it's properly secured. The good thing about the Velit bikes is that they are everywhere and they're fairly cheap. The bad thing is that their bikes are often in bad shape, and I haven't found an electric Velit that works properly yet.
Now the next option is with private companies like Lime, Dot, and Tier. So let me show you how it works with the Lime bicycles, which are pretty much everywhere in Paris. The first thing you need to do is you need to download the app. And then the app will help you locate where bicycles are. And it will even tell you which one has a full battery versus one that may have a very low battery. And to get a bike is actually very easy, but there's a little bit of a trick, right? On my app here, I know that I'm right here, and what you can see in the bicycles, and if you get closer to here, Colleen, you can see that this one has the full, all the green things, which means that the battery is full right here, as opposed to this one, which already has one missing, right? And then there is one right back here, which is actually completely empty, right? Or it's blinking red. Now after that, well, it's very easy. You're just going to use your phone and you can see that there's a group ride or you can scan. So if you're alone, you just do the scan, but there's two of us, one for me and one for Colleen. So I'm gonna do a group ride. I'm gonna click on that. It's gonna ask me to scan the first vehicle. So I'm gonna scan it. And it's just simple. I'm just going to, there you go. I'm just scanning this. It's telling me there is a bicycle right here, make a reservation. I don't want to make a reservation. I just want to start the ride. Okay, great. So this is my first bike. This is going to be Colleen's bike. And now I'm going to this one, the next one, right? Scan to ride. And it already picked it up. And now I have these two bikes. So they're all unlocked. All I have to do is ride it and then just go on my way. Now, here is what you need to know, is you're going to need to return your bicycle not just anywhere in Paris, but in a designated place. And that can get a little tricky sometimes, because if you get to a place where, according to the app, there's already way too many bicycles, it's going to tell you, you have to drop it someplace else, and you cannot stop the renting of the bike until you put it in a designated place that Lime allows you to drop it off. Now, here is the good and bad sides of Lime. Good is that I've always had good luck with the bicycles. They always work perfectly. Like, it's self-powered, so you don't have to pull a lever or do anything. As soon as you pedal, you're gonna feel the energy of the electric bike that's pushing you forward. So that's the good side. They always work. They're pretty sturdy bikes, and I think it's a good deal. The bad thing about it is they are surprisingly expensive. Like, you'll take a quick ride into Paris and have a good time, and then you stop and then you just realize that, it's 30 bucks, 30 euros for my bike and 30 euros for Colleen's bike. So you just spent 60 euros and you feel like, wow, we just rode for a couple of hours. So it can get pretty pricey. So just, be careful. I mean, these bikes were intended to go from point A to point B, not necessarily running all day long. If you want a bicycle that you can run all day long, we're going to put another link in the description to a rental facility that is across from Hotel de Ville, that you can ride the bike for the entire day for 40 euros. Then you can keep it as long as you want. Amazing electric bike. So we're going to put a link to that. These the Lime, or point A to point B if you want it all day, go to the second daily rate option.
Here's how to book a bike tour, what to expect, and some of the most popular options. Many tour companies have websites where you can browse tours, check availability, and book directly. Some popular options include Fat Tire Tours, Blue Fox Travel, and Paris Bike Tour. And we're going to put links in the description below for you. Another way is through hotels, because many hotels offer bike rentals directly on site, which is super convenient. A typical bike tour in Paris lasts about 3 to 4 hours, and some offer shorter or longer options, including night tours or bike tours to Versailles. As for choosing the right bike tour for you, consider whether you just want to go on your own, or in a small group, or in a large group with a lot of people, or whether or not you want to have a manual bike and get some good hardy exercise, or take the electric bike option.
Now that you have bike lanes all over the city, discovering the City of Light on a bicycle is an amazing experience. You can do it on your own and rent a bike on the fly at one of the hundreds of bike stations around the city, or do a group bike tour with a dozen other people, or you can do what we did, which is to hire a private tour guide and do a cultural and food and bicycle tour in Paris. We started out by the Eiffel Tower and rode along the Seine past many iconic spots, but we also made a bunch of food stops as well, even seeing places we had never seen like Le Petit Palais near the Alexander III Bridge. We got to enjoy a classic French game of pétanque and wrapped up the ride with a fabulous picnic at Place des Vosges. This tour is like spending a day in the life of a local, and it's a great way to get the lay of the land when you arrive. The cultural bike and food tasting tour cost €179 per person and will take about 3 to 4 hours.
Trying to find the right guide for a day trip outside of Paris, or the right guide for a trip to the Louvre, or even taking a bicycle tour can be tricky. So we put together a web page with all of our best curated guides, so you don't have to look all over the place to find something that you know is going to be great. There's a link in the description below. Check it out and see if it's for you.
So another thing that you can rent when you're in Paris are these old vintage Solex bicycle, which were gas powered in the old days, but they retrofitted them to be electric, and they're so much fun. Now, they're a little clunky, I'll give you that, because they're vintage, so that's part of the thing. You're gonna have tons of Parisians that are going to stop you and say, my grandma used to have one, and you'll say, yes, I know, but they're so much fun. Check this out, it's all electric. Whoops, hey, told you it was clunky. They're so much fun. You don't even have to pedal. It's all electric, right here with your hand. And now I'm gonna stop right here. And let me tell you, it's so much fun. We rode them all day long. They're a blast. Now, if you wanna rent these, we're gonna put a link in the description below. Just check it out and see if it's a good fit for you. You can rent them on your own and just ride around Paris. They'll drop it off at your hotel and then they'll pick it back up later on the day, or you can book it as a tour in those little vintage bikes. So much fun. I really love it. My grandma used to have one. It's actually a lot of fun. I'm liking this way too much.
And what a fashion statement.
What a what?
It's a fashion statement.
Yeah. And bling, bling, bling. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you. Solex, made in France.
Ah, c'est ça, c'est un Solex.
C'est un Solex. Mais il est électrique maintenant.
Ah, c'est le Solex électrique.
Le Solex
J'en ai
électrique.
entendu parler, ouais.
So, you know, one other thing that we often wonder, is it faster to go where you're going on a bicycle or in the metro? I mean, we already know that a taxi is going to take a lot longer because of traffic, but would a bicycle beat the metro? So here's what we're going to do. Colleen is going to take the metro in the station right here.
Line 8.
Feder Chaligny, line 8. And I'm going to take one of those Lime bicycle, and we're going to meet up in Gare du Nord, and then from here to Gare du Nord, and we'll see who gets there the fastest. I already know I'm going to win, but do you think you're going to win?
Good luck. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but let's find out.
All right. Well, see you in Gare du Nord.
I got to go.
The race is on. I'm gonna win. Watch me. I'm totally going the wrong way. I knew I was going the wrong way. I don't know why I followed this path. He's probably halfway through it already. In any case, I think that riding a bicycle in Paris is many, many times faster. All right, I'm passing you, dude. I'm on a race. All right, note to self. Do not engage your wife into a race right after you had lunch. I feel like I'm gonna puke. All right, now I'm in completely bike lane. So this is the red line. You get those everywhere. And I know that this is straight line to Gare du Nord, or at least I hope. If it's not, then I'm totally screwed. But I'm pretty much sure it is. I'm getting a cramp. in my hip. Ah, shit. Sucks getting old. So GPS said it would take me 18 minutes to get there and 20 minutes for Colleen. We'll find out. I gotta get the app. I gotta stop it. Where is it? Shit, my phone is upside down. Oh man, I'm wasting so much time on this. Where's Lime? Lime here. And ride. Park in a designated, end. Position the vehicle, take a picture. Boom, there you go. They should be happy. Yep, it's over. Let's run, let's see if we beat Colleen. All right, let's see if she's here. Ready to taunt me. Let me turn this around. Oh, she's here, I see her. She's pretending she can't see me. So you've been here for how long?
One. That's all I do. I won.
All
I
right.
did too.
You totally won. How long you been here? Half an hour?
No. Long enough. That's
Long
not
enough
long.
to beat me.
In this video, we showed you everything you need to know about riding bikes in Paris. And next, I would watch this one about the must-see attractions that you're going to need to see in Paris.